We are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Taken in at the 3. Well, now how about this return? And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Play fake. Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. He'll get it inside the 20. A big play there. Cousins to Thielen. 48 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They begin this drive with Chubb. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 27, Watson. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Watson's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Cousins to throw it. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. 2nd and 14. To throw is Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And Cook has it left side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
To throw, Cousins. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. On play action, Cousins. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
3rd and goal for Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. And, Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned.
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Final play of the half, Cousins. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime. And now this will be the final play of the half, as with no time remaining, they'll try and add 2 more to the lead right before intermission. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. From the 27, Watson. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Cooper will come in motion right. Throwing on third down, Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And this returnable for Rager. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Fourth down, Cousins. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Browns get a bit closer. Extra point by York is up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. They run it again with Cook. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 38, Cousins. Looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A give. This is Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. This ball complete to Thielen going across the middle. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Cousins now from the 50. And he's got this to Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, 50 yards. And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Cousins will try and throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play. Multiple plays that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
3 quarters in the books. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. On the ground with a tight end. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 61 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Watson off play action. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
In motion, the tight end. Faking the give. Now Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Viking 17-yard line. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Chubb will get the call running left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb from 17 yards out. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Cook again. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Playing success in this game already. 2 touchdown catches, but that was a very dangerous throw. But you have to understand, with 2 catches already for touchdowns, they're going to try and force it to him at times as well.
Now Cousins on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play.
The defense real, buddy.
We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
The defense real.
So instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact
you better
right
believe
play
it,
to do.
Jack.
That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And he'll get
defense,
into the end zone.
Gonna come back,
So
huh?
now a field goal
You better
would
try.
only
You
tie
got a
as
minute.
they up their lead to
And you got 3
3.
timeouts. I'm gonna try to break Kirk Cousins' goddamn neck though. You best believe it, Jack.
So they'll get
You
another
better
shot
believe
on
it.
offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fields in right around the goal line.
I'm gonna get it there.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right
They
at the
come down
30.
like hot pepper.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes
Don't worry about it. Get him, fat dude.
better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back
You know you
out
got
on
to
the
throw the
field.
screen to the sideline. Bait him.
For very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff
Like
just
that
goes
one.
right out the window.
Another great
Get right
half-cheese.
back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now Cousins.
Got him. Thank you, brother. Told him.
Mistake late. It's
Told
intercepted.
him.
Picked off by John
Told him.
Johnson. And the Browns have just about sewn up this
That's 3
football
people for the
game.
day I don't came back
Talk about
and beat off
making winning
defense.
plays.
They still
That
lacking
is a
the
winning
defense. I
play
keep
at
telling
this
you.
stage of the
The real
game.
masters
To come
already
up with
know.
that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that
Hot.
because most people think winning
Force him
plays
right
are the
here.
offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they
Oh,
found a way
nigga
to make
ain't
a
no
play
brother.
on
Hit me
that
up every
side of the
time.
ball and maybe finish things off.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run again on 1st down. Chubb.
Pass him.
And past the 35, he'll
More
be
head.
dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Hey.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move
Yo,
on
you
1st down.
right. Oh, Hashton right here.
Running again with Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at
Hashton.
2nd down.
I got to tell the man how to
Vikings
play.
gonna
You know, I know he was destined for losing.
As he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll send the tight end in motion. Now Chubb running right.
Power buster.
And he's across for the
Real
touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record to single
I'm going
game.
to bust y'all damn head open. There you go. I keep
To
going.
get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Here's Cousins. And he'll get him a first down up past the 40 as the clock ticks on. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. Oh, but a great tackle there. Going to hold him to no gain as the clock runs. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.